are listening to the Sports Bar, talkSPORT. Me, O'Hara Jason Cundy, going to be discussing the race for Europe. Chelsea spanked Villa 4-1 away from home. First huge night in the title race, though. Arsenal goes 7 points clear. They beat Brighton 1-0 at the MX. Here's our full-time standard in both games live on talkSPORT.
There is the full-time whistle, a double fist bump from Mikel Arteta, a shake of the hands with Fabian Hurzeler, wild celebrations in the away end. Bukayo Saka on his 300th Arsenal appearance. Arsenal are going 7 points clear.
Full-time whistle is gone, and how pivotal could this be in the title race for the Premier League? Manchester City 2, Nottingham Forest 2, and they missed a huge chance on the full-time whistle. Savinho cleared off the line. City now 7 points at the moment behind Arsenal. What a game at the Etihad. Manchester City 2, Nottingham Forest 2.
And at the moment it looks like Arsenal are going to see it through. I mean, if they win this league and Man City drawing tonight, this will be a significant evening for it. There'll be an asterisk next to the name. They're good, they're strong, they're powerful, but there is nothing beautiful about them.
Wow.
Wow.
Put an asterisk next to the name.
Wow.
Like COVID season.
That's strong stuff from Pards. An asterisk.
Well, I mean...
No, come on, mate.
No, I don't agree with that. I think if you win it, you win it.
Honestly,
as much as I hate to say it, because it's Arsenal.
I'm no Arsenal fan, right? And I hope they don't win the title. But that... Come on, be fair. Come on. If you win the title, you win the title. You deserve to do it.
It was a turgid game of football tonight.
Doesn't matter.
You didn't see it. It was bad.
Look, I don't need to see the game. It doesn't matter. All I'm looking at is Arsenal 30, 67 points. Man City 29, 60 points. They've got a game in hand. Still got to play them. Right now, Man City can't catch Arsenal.
Well, let's hear from Brighton manager Fabian Hurzeler, who wasn't happy with Arsenal's game plan tonight. Here he is with Alex Crook.
Could the referee have been a bit stronger, bearing in mind that you flagged up yesterday what Arsenal were probably going to come here and do?
I said it to him, and I think it's difficult, but we need just more clearer rules. And normally the goalkeeper should be sent off with 2 yellow cards for time wasting, but you can't do it. And therefore, if you don't have clear rules, I think it's difficult for the referee. But I made my point before it, and like I just mentioned, we have to find a solution. Premier League has to find a solution, because I don't know how you see it, but for me it doesn't make fun to see these kind of games.
Well, actually, our summariser, Alan Pardew, has just said on air that if Arsenal do win the league, they'll have an asterisk against their name because of the way they play. Do you agree with that?
I think everyone should judge on his own. I don't want to waste too many times to Arsenal today, because I made my point, and therefore let's see how the next 9 games are going, what the Premier League might intervene, what the next referee tries to do against this time wasting, and then we see what happens. But we have to focus on us.
I'm taking some serious heat, Arsenal, even from managers.
It's becoming a lot. As I've said, I'm no Arsenal fan. It's quite unbelievable how this has just flipped now, and there's the hate. Fabian Hurzeler, he has a point about the time wasting, right? Because Arsenal fans have seen it. We know what goes on, right? It's part of the game. It's been going on for years. It's been going on. I remember Maradona during the 86 going down. Yeah, he got fouled. He'd roll around. He'd get treatment. Someone would come on, waste. It's been going on for years, mate. Yeah. This is nothing new. And the fact that Arsenal are going to win the title by doing it in a way that may not be aesthetically pleasing, that's up to other teams to find a way. Arsenal found a way to win the title. Other teams, now you find a way. You find a way.
Yeah, but I think especially Fabian Hurzeler, I mean, he's gone pretty hard on this, is that, yeah, there's a way of winning a football match, but there's a way that Arsenal are doing it which ain't enjoyable for anyone.
Well, ask Arsenal fans.
No, I get it. I've got...
do you know what? There will come a point that...
I have no issue with it.
No, but there will come...
But it is ridiculous.
There are... my side, I felt we could have had a couple of penalties against Arsenal at the weekend, right? They got away with it. I said to you the other day, Arsenal are the best at the housery. They're the best at wasting time. the best at going down winning cheap free kicks, the best at wasting time. When we saw Trossard the other day go off with suspected concussion. He went down twice with a head injury. It comes from the manager. He's found a way. Now you find a way. Pep Guardiola found a way to win the title and change football. It looks like Arteta has found, and he's got. If you can't beat, it's hard to beat Man City at that game because they are so good at it. Arteta was finding a way to win the title, and there is a lot of sour grapes here. There is. I heard Slot talking about it the other night.
Yeah.
About about his version of the game, and he turns up and delivers that last night. That terrible form against Wolves. Is that his version of what should win the title? They weren't great last season, Liverpool, by the way. I said that all season.
I'm surprised that the manager's coming out and not digging out Arsenal, but having their say on it. Because we'll have a conversation, fans will have a conversation, pundits, you'll discuss
Arsenal frustrate you.
But for managers to come out and have a dig.
But Arsenal, they play a frustrating style of football. It's frustrating to play against because they're so good at it. They're so good at it. And they've got it right. I watched Italy, like Tardelli, years ago. The Italians were the best at that man-to-man marking, holding on, closing players down, fouling them in certain areas. It's been going on for decades. This is another this is the modern version of that.
Let's go to Finn. He's Arsenal fan. All right, Finn.
How we doing, gents? All right?
I'm all right, Finn. Yeah. I mean, look, fair play to Arsenal. 7 points clear.
Yeah, listen, it ain't been easy, and every Arsenal fan will tell you, every game we watch at the minute is hard work. And I give it credit to the standard of the Premier League. I know, obviously, it seems like the standard's gone down, but I think every team's hard to beat at the minute. Every team's hard to beat. Look at Wolves. I mean, they give Liverpool a run for their money. Man United a run for their money. They give us a result. Every team's hard to beat. And I think it don't look pretty, but it gets the job done at the minute, and we'll take that.
Yeah, I agree.
I think if we are, and this is now, I'm going to broaden this completely. If we do want to be considered the best league in the world, which I think largely we are, right? Maybe.
I think we
go on.
Have to be. I mean, look at the Champions League. I mean, 5 teams in the Premier League automatically qualified. So where's the standard difference? I think football in general, it's not the best to watch, but 5 teams out of the English lot that went through, it's automatic. So it's a tough one because it's boring. It is a little bit boring, but if your team's winning, you don't care. You really don't. But it is frustrating. I do get people's frustrations, but let's get on with it almost. It's tough.
I think broadly there will come, and I don't think the Premier League, and now I'm going to put this out to football fans, it's not an enjoyable league to watch. This has got nothing to do with Liverpool or Arsenal. It's. I'm just saying the standard has dropped. There is no doubt about that. I used to see players, and there was that stat the other day that went out on social media about the 13-14 season or 14-15 season about the players that had the most touches that season, or that now they're all centre halves or defensive midfielders. Back then it was like Fabregas, Hazard. There were players like Bale. These had the most touches in the season. Now, goalkeepers sometimes have like the 5th amount of touches in a game.
Yeah.
There is a worry. I'll be honest. There is a worry looking forward about where, and it's not just the Premier League. They're doing it all over Europe, mate. It's not just the Premier League.
I don't know if it's all over Europe.
Well, name me the players that get you off your backside. Name them. Okay, PSG were the best side I saw last season, right? Kvaratskhelia, Doué, Dembele. They were an exciting team to watch.
Yeah.
They were, and they deserved to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Who's the most exciting team? Exciting, not best, exciting team to watch in Europe. I mean, it looks like Bayern Munich are doing
a little bit, yeah. Barcelona, Lamine Yamal.
Chelsea whooped them 3-0.
Yeah.
And we were good that night, but I don't know. The World Cup will be a really interesting World Cup. What are the teams? Who are the players that when I was a kid growing up, that I would watch Zico? The players like that, you go, oh my God, look what you just done with the ball. Maradona. Where are these players? Where are they? Who are they?
Well, it's Arsenal finding a way. Simple as that. They know how to get it done. Aston Villa though, they have dropped off tonight, big time. They fell apart. They can finish 6th
easily. Yeah, the crowd have. I feel they've. injuries to like Tielemans and McGinn, clearly big misses. But today, the crowd, it did feel, once we equalised, it did look like we were the more likely to go on and win the game. It felt like that, yeah.
I want to hear from Aston Villa fans. Terrible night for yous, really. Loads to go at. We're going to continue taking calls right up until midnight tonight. It's only right with some huge games that have all happened. 03 717 22 33 44. It was a look at the latest action. Thanks to talkSPORT Bet. Terms and conditions apply. 18+. Gamble.org.